the Trump administration has signaled to President Volodymyr Zelensky that Ukraine must give up land and surrender some weapons as part of a U.S. drafted framework to end the war with Russia. That's according to two people familiar with the matter who requested not to be identified because of the sensitivity of the talks. The sources also said the proposals included cutting the size of Ukraine's armed forces, among other things. They added that the U.S. wants Ukraine to accept the main points of the framework. Such a plan would represent a major setback for Ukraine, as it faces further Russian territorial gains in the eastern part of the country, and with Zelensky tackling a corruption scandal in which Parliament dismissed the energy and justice ministers on Wednesday. A senior Ukrainian official earlier told Reuters that Kyiv had received signals about a set of U.S. proposals to end the war, and that Washington had discussed them with Russia. The source said Ukraine has had no role in preparing the proposals. Zelensky, who was holding talks in Turkey on Wednesday with President Tayyip Erdogan, is due to meet U.S. Army officials in Kyiv on Thursday. Andrew Danieri, associate director of the Atlantic Council's Eurasia Center, who spoke with Reuters before details of these proposals came out, viewed the upcoming talks as a positive sign.
Having an American presence in Kyiv this week, I think, signals continued American engagement with the Ukrainians and hopefully a willingness to engage, listen, and work with the Ukrainians as the Americans try to facilitate a durable peace deal that they've been working on for many months, unfortunately, without a ton of success, in large part because the Russian side doesn't actually want a real peace.
No face-to-face talks have taken place between Kyiv and Moscow since a meeting in Istanbul in July, and Russian forces have pressed on with Moscow's nearly four-year-old war in Ukraine, killing 25 people in strikes overnight. Russian President Vladimir Putin has long demanded that Ukraine give up plans to join the U.S.-led NATO military alliance and withdraw its troops from 4 provinces Moscow claims as part of Russia. Moscow has given no indication that it has dropped any of those demands, and Ukraine says it will not accept them.